Hello everyone. Today's video is gonna be a little unexpected. I didn't really think to make it, but then I started doing the job on the 850 here, and I thought I'd make a video on it. So anyways, we're gonna be changing a heater core on it. I changed the blower motor and blower motor resistor. I'm gonna mention those two and show you guys how to change those. Those are fairly easy. They're almost similar to the heater core replacement. Anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna show you guys mainly how to replace a heater core in this car. In 1994 Volvo 850. It should be any Volvo 850, I think. Okay, so first things you want to remove is these plastic pieces. There's just 3 screws here, and then you pull out the cover. And the same thing on the driver's side, you pull those 2 out, and then after that there's one little screw like this in this right here at the end of this right here, like that, right in there when it's in the car, which is right here. And there's same thing for that side. Once you take that screw out, you just pull on this and it comes right out too. So yeah, once you get those 2 plastics out, the heater core, this is from passenger side view, is right there. The driver side view is a little better in this car. That can show you a little bit better. Anyways, let me get a flashlight, hold on. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's the pipes for the heater core. Let me see if I can set it right there. Those 2 pipes, they go into the heater core. So it's fairly simple to remove this. You just remove the screws right there, and right there I believe there's 2, I think 2 on each side, or 2 on one. I have to double check, but anyways, those screws, and it comes out. And then after you get it out, you remove this and then take the heater core out of the box. But I believe you got to remove this screw right here and the top one right there, or it might be just that one big one. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be taking the heater core out with the box first. I already drained the coolant. I just took the lower hose off and drained it, and so to minimize the drain in here. But I may get a garbage bag to drain the coolant, you know, out from here once I tilt it and put it, take it out of the pipes here, because obviously I probably didn't drain everything from here. So yeah. Okay, so we're on the passenger side. One thing you're gonna have to pull off is this thing. It just sticks right there, and it's hard to get to the screws up there to take it from the passenger side. Take the screws out, the one up there and then one little one on the side there. You just pull on it and it comes out. You can see it has those little slide locks in. So yeah, we're gonna set that aside and take that little screw out on the side, on last one on this side, and then we're ready to pull out the box. And then also the same bit that you took the plastics off, you're gonna have to get it and then take one screw off from right here. This is, we're on driver's side now. Anyways, oh yeah, I got it already. Yep, from right there, to unscrew the pipes. So once you take the screw out from the pipes, you can start working it out. There's also one screw was hiding under here. Don't forget that one. Lift this up, and there's one here. So 1, 2, 3 that you gotta take off on each side. So yeah, because and then 4 actually on for the pipes, for the heater core pipes coming in. That one too. Okay, so how I got the heater core, I started kind of pulling it back and then tilting it this way towards the passenger side of the vehicle. As you can see, I got it out. I think I caused that, so that's not really a biggie. I damaged that, but you can see there's sign of leakage down. Look how much coolant was in here. But how I noticed that when the car warmed up, I started smelling like sweet smell in the car, and the windows started like to fog up a lot, like big time. It was like, it wasn't even like, and I thought first it was condensation, because when I first got the car, it wouldn't dry out the windows. So I was like, maybe it's just condensation. But then, it started smelling sweet, and then I realized there was something leaking. But I didn't pay attention. I didn't take the mats out that much, so I didn't really notice. But now when I took it out after yesterday, man, oh man, I noticed it was pretty wet. So it was leaking for a bit, so it was dripping. Like the heater core contains most of the coolant, but it drips slowly. And when this gets hot, obviously coolant evaporates too a little bit, and you get the sweet smell in the car. So if you smell like a sweet smell in the car, and then your windows, you see condensation on the windows and stuff, yep, that's a heater core. And you might want to replace it pretty fast, because if it starts leaking pretty bad, you're gonna have issues. Okay, so this is a heater core I got from my local auto parts store. If you're local here in Oregon or Portland area, Halsey Automotive, he gave me a hookup. So it's about 70 bucks for this guy right here. As you can see, it's a little different than the original one. It's all plastic here. This one is aluminum. And yeah, they give us the separation strip that I'm gonna glue on the, like this one here. And anyways, this is how you pull it out. You just take the screws out from the bottom here and then pull it out of the box. And then we're gonna put the new one in. As you can see, this one has the same bolt lines, and then it comes with the 2 O-rings that we're gonna install, pre-install in the heater core before we put in, and pre-install this, and then install into the box, and we're gonna start installing it. Okay, so I got the new heater core in, got it screwed in, and then now I put the O-rings in, and I'm gonna lubricate it with the new coolant, or any coolant really, lubricate them. So when we kind of position the heater core in and we start putting it in, so it kind of goes into the pipes easier. Okay, to installing the new heater core, you kind of put it in, position it nicely, kind of make sure it slides in easy. Don't force anything, you don't want to damage the heater core. So just kind of slide it in from the passenger side, and then we're gonna go to the driver's side again. And then, like I told you guys, you gotta lubricate the rings, make sure the rings didn't fall out. And then now we're just gonna start working it. So I'm gonna put the camera down, and then I'm just gonna carefully work it. Do not, remember, do not force anything. You don't want to break you don't want to damage the heater core. So make sure you kind of just put pressure. You can put pressure down on, you know, on the surface, but do not put pressure up. Do not jam the heater core against the box, because you will damage it and it will leak again. So be careful. Just, and then yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna work that in. Okay, so as you can see, the heater core is in, everything's bolted up. And one thing I want to mention is like these shifter cables. This is a manual, so you're probably gonna have to kind of grab them and move them all the way to a side, and when you insert the heater core and remove it, it'll make it easier for you. And then also this right here, the rubber, I don't know what that goes over, but anyways, the little rubber piece, you're gonna have to probably push on it to kind of help it insert the heater core and to remove it. And then just move the shifter wires to the side, and that will make it a lot easier for you to take the whole assembly out. But yeah, we're done. I'm gonna go get some wet wipes, scented ones, to kind of wipe down the car, you know, so it doesn't smell like coolant. And yeah, we're done. I'm gonna put the carpet back, put the covers back on, and we're done. I'm gonna go fill up the system and burp it from air, and that's it. I'm gonna use some of these OxiCleans. Oh, that smells good. Oh, it smells good. Okay, for those of you guys who stayed, who wanted to know how to remove and replace the resistor and the blower motor. So you got to remove obviously the big plastic thing right there. Yeah, it's just 3 screws here, and then you just pull it out, and then you open your glove box. You remove these screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and then you just kind of get some sort of screwdriver or something and pry this down. This stays, so you got to pull it out around that. And then right here, if you look, let me see if I can get a flashlight. There's a little hole right there on the side of that. You put a little something, either a skinny screwdriver or a pointy pick or something, and you pop this out of here, and then you pull the box out. Once you pull the box out, you're gonna see a resistor back there and a blower motor. The resistor is gonna be let me see here, this one right here, this big thing right there, the first thing right here, the round, and then the blower motor is that right there. You gotta unplug all that and unscrew the screws. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws on the blower motor, I think, and I believe there is only one on the resistor right there. That's the plug for the resistor. But like I said, that's from the bottom. And then also you gotta remove this, the SRS, whatever this is, safety thing. I believe it's a 13mm nut right there, one here, And then same thing on that side. Once you remove those nuts, you kind of pull it down a little bit and then push towards the passenger side of the vehicle. And then you take this side out first and then this one. And then you're gonna have easy access through here. Once you take this out and then the glove box, you're gonna have easy access to that. I already replaced it, so that's just simple steps for those of you guys that were wondering on this in the video. That's the simple steps to replace the blower motor and resistor. It's literally, once you take this out, the glove box from inside, and then the cover, it's literally like 10-minute job to do the resistor and the blower motor. You swap it, put a new one in, screw it in, and put everything together. For me, like, it's maybe total from start to finish probably 20-minute job. That's it. Okay, so now that we put everything together, we're gonna head here. I got this coolant here. It's not mixed, so I split it into 2 gallons, and then so half a gallon here, half there, and then I filled it up with water. So now it's 50-50 pre-mixed. You need to mix this one, and yeah, it's I think guaranteed for like 15 years or something. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna fill it up. Usually I like to fill it up to like maybe like almost to the top, and then start the car up, and then if it goes down I add, but do not add all the way up to the top. Like keep adding and keep it just a little bit above this line right here. And if it goes down lower, then add more. And because when it heats up, when the top and bottom hose gets hot, then at that point you want to fill it up to the level it's supposed to be full, and that's it. So anyways, I'm gonna fill it up until it's right there, and I'm gonna start the car up and just pay attention to the level. Okay, so for the people that don't really work on cars, that are not very familiar with vehicles, when you fill up the coolant, just pay attention so it doesn't drop too low. If it gets very low, you add some and leave the car running. Usually, since we replaced the heater core, I turned it on a little bit, and because usually you want to leave it off to heat up the car faster, but I turned it on. That won't really pay too much. It won't really make a huge difference. But anyways, you want to pay attention to the hoses. So when the car gets warm, starts getting warm, one of the hoses is only going to get hot. The one that doesn't have the thermostat in it. So I believe that's the bottom one for us. That one's going to get hot first. And then when you feel the top one gets hot, that means your thermostat already opened and the coolant is circulating in the system. So at that point, after you feel both of the hoses get hot, I would wait maybe another 2 minutes, and then just pay attention to the level. If you need to add it, make sure it's full, and just close it up after that. That means all the air is out of the system and the coolant is already circulating through the system. But if one hose is still not hot, it's just that one of them is hot, then you gotta wait until the car warms up, maybe rev it up a little bit, and then once both of them get warm, that means the system is already open and the coolant is already circulating, so you're ready to go. That means you already burped the system from air and you're good to go. So now I checked, I have some heat inside the car. The bottom hose got hot first. This one is already hot too. It's hot to the touch. The level is right there, it's good. So I kind of blew everything off here. Kind of picked this up and blew all the garbage out from there, the leaves and all that. And yeah, this car is ready for a test drive. Okay, you guys, so I'm going for a test drive now. It's been idling for probably over half an hour because I was cleaning it a little bit. And yeah, now I'm going for a test drive. I haven't shut it off yet, and temperature staying good, no leaks. I made sure there was no leaks in it or anything like that. So yeah, this car is perfect. Now it's done. Well, besides a little weaker battery that's in it a little bit, because that kind of I guess it decides when to work, when to not work, the battery. But other than that, I mean, this car is 100%. I'm probably gonna next week, I'm probably gonna start going to work with it. So it's gonna be my daily for now until I trade it for something or sell it. We'll see. Or I might just sell the S60R. We'll see. I'm kind of deciding still, because I kind of need to sell something. I can't keep all these cars. I need to fund my red car project and all that. So we'll see. It drives very nicely. The only thing I noticed with this car is I think it has a smaller battery, and it's weak probably too. It sometimes like cranks, like you can tell it's struggling to crank, but it cranks, it doesn't start. I installed a jump starter and it starts right up. So I don't know if any of you guys have noticed that. with these, or if you, I think it's just a weaker battery or weak CCA or something, or just a battery that doesn't hold charge, because it's not a new battery, it's very old battery too in them, so a few, probably 3, 4, maybe even more years old. So yeah, probably need to change the battery. But yeah, I like it cranks and it doesn't start, but then I install a jump starter, right, the first turn it starts. So you know, it's not able to spin the engine fast enough. So I think I'm gonna need to get a stronger battery for it. But that's about it. Other than that, this car runs beautifully. Like, it runs, blower motor's quiet now, and actually all the speeds work. You know, the resistor, because they only work in the highest speed of settings in for the blower motor. Now all the speeds work, and yeah, I love this car. I'm starting to really like it, and I don't know, we'll see. I don't mind getting rid of it, you know, making some money. I fixed it up. It has a timing belt done, you know, spark plugs, wires, coil, fuel pump relay. It has a bunch of stuff done to it. So, you know, this car is ready to go, and perfect actually car to daily for someone. But yeah, it's kind of nice to have a car that runs with no issues, and that has a bunch of maintenance done to it. Because I mean, you don't want to buy a car and have to do all the maintenance, or have a shop do it, because obviously it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to do the maintenance. Like, I mean, the stuff that I did, like the heater core, blower motor, resistor, and a bunch of other stuff that was done to it. Like, I mean, if you couldn't do it by yourself, you'd have to pay somebody to do it, and to pay somebody to do it, it will cost you quite a bit actually. So, you know, it's actually nice to buy a car that actually has a bunch of stuff done. So yeah, like I said, that's how you do the heater core, blower motor, and resistor. Obviously the issues, the symptoms for the resistor, it was only blowing in high speed, and 1, 2, and 3 speeds were not working, so I replaced that fixed it. And then the blower motor was really noisy. It was like, it would really make a lot of noise. So I got a new one. It's 40 bucks. The resistor was $10 on eBay. Heater core was around 70. I mean, you can buy it from IPD. They were closed today, and I needed it as soon as possible, and I needed it, so I just got it. Yeah, the heater core was 70 bucks or something like that. So, and coolant was 10. So I paid about 80 bucks for the heater core in total, and then I did it by myself. And it's very easy, as you guys saw. Not very hard to do. Now I only need a battery, if anything, for this car. So yeah, anyways, like I said, this car has a bunch of maintenance done to it. Timing belt, spark plugs, wires, coil, fuel pump relay, which is not cheap, fuel pump, like all the stuff is done to it. Newer tires. So this car will be perfect actually for somebody to daily, to work and back. I mean, with a bunch of maintenance done to it, psh, you know, you can't find a better car. You know, it's not a single light on it, drives perfectly, no issues, doesn't make any crazy sounds or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna daily it for now until somebody buys it off of me or something like that, or I sell. Maybe we'll see. Either gonna sell the SXTR or this one, probably this one, because the SXTR, if anything, my brother said keep it. You know, he wants to maybe buy in the future, so we'll see. I may keep it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It helps my channel out a lot. Recommend my channel to your friends, share it on Facebook, or you know, it would help me out a bunch. Yeah, and as usual, you know, like I said, if you have any questions, comments below. I'll have some updates on this new car, and like on my cars, I'll try to give weekly updates. I'll try my best to upload every week at least, with any maintenance or mods I get for any cars. But yeah, for now, thank you guys for watching. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as usual, see you next time.